Welcome back. HSBC conducted a series of roadshows in Karachi, Lahore and Islamabad. What were these roadshows all about and what HSBC has to offer in global transaction banking all across the world? Our correspondent Javed Naqvi spoke to Mr. Paul Edgar, the regional head for global transaction banking at HSBC Middle East, who recently visited Pakistan.
We have with us Mr. Paul Edgar, who is regional manager for transaction banking at HSBC Middle East. Thank you very much, Mr. Paul Edgar, for giving us your precious time. Could you please tell me about what is global transaction banking and what HSBC has to offer in this particular area across the world?
By transaction banking, HSBC is looking at a global product set that cuts across our commercial banking franchise as well as our top-end commercial banking franchise. We're looking at payments and cash management, we're looking at trade services and supply chain, and we're also looking at security services.
How HSBC in the Middle East measures in the field of GTB, that is in terms of credential and expertise?
Well, across cash management and trade, HSBC has got a wonderful franchise in the Middle East. We're in 14 countries, we've got over 200 branches. We are award-winning service levels. It's something we're very proud of, it's part of our DNA. So we are very good, it's a core principle, a core part of what we as HSBC do.
Okay, what is payments and cash management and why it is important to corporates?
All corporates have the same needs. They're buying from suppliers and they're selling to their customers. So what we do is work with our corporate client base to help them make their payments to the suppliers on due date and collect in the funds from their customers as quickly and as efficiently as possible. We try to use technology wherever possible, so we're using high-end internet banking platforms to enable our customers to interact with the bank in the most efficient and effective manner, and we're helping give back to them the information they need to manage their businesses so that they can manage their cash flow and manage their investment decisions.
Okay, how much potential you feel is there in Pakistani market?
We see Pakistan as a key area of opportunity for HSBC. We've now got 9 branches in Pakistan, which is one of our tier 1 countries out of the 14 countries that I mentioned that we service around the region. So we are very optimistic about the future of HSBC in Pakistan. I was having a discussion earlier this morning with the CEO of Pakistan, and he was explaining to me his vision for Pakistan, the HSBC in Pakistan, and the Pakistani operations, and we will no doubt continue to expand organically in the coming years.
HSBC recently conducted roadshows in different cities of Pakistan. Could you please tell us something about that?
This was an opportunity for us to reach out and share our experiences and our vision for the future with our current corporates and potential customers around Pakistan. We had a roadshow in Lahore the day before yesterday. We were in Islamabad yesterday, and we're performing another roadshow today in Karachi. So it's been very successful. By the end of the 3 roadshows, we'll have had over 200 clients come exchange their views with us and really create a dialogue and keep the relationship going.
What is the HSBC Guide to Cash Management, Trade and Treasury?
It's a publication that we're very proud to have put out. This is my first trip to Pakistan. So the first thing I did when I decided we were going to come out and do the book launches, I thought, well, I better do a little bit of research. And in the guide, there's country profiles on each of the countries, so I could refer to that, learn a little bit about the country. I also read the case studies. There's a very interesting piece about there about the new real-time gross settlement system that the central bank will be bringing out this year. So I did my research using the book. In there, there's also case studies of other countries. There's information about Sharia compliant banking as well as other treasury management techniques. So it's a piece of a very useful resource that our customers can rely on.
So how beneficial these HSBC guide for Pakistani bankers?
Oh, it would be wonderful for them. They can actually use it as a guidebook, a reference book, a tool that when they want to know a little bit more about a specific country or a specific issue, they can refer to it. It'll be sitting on their desks. They can refer to it, and it's something that will be there for many years to come. HSBC in the Asia Pacific have been publishing this book or these guides now for 11 years. I've got the full collection on my office desk, and they're very, very useful, and I often refer to them when I've got a specific query or a specific area of interest.
Okay, how do you see Pakistani bankers in terms of their expertise?
Expertise, I've been very impressed. This is as I say, my first trip to Pakistan. I've been very impressed with the level of experience, the level of expertise. Everybody's extremely knowledgeable about their own market segments and what they're trying to achieve. So a very, very positive outcome of my visit. And of course, in working in the regional office in Dubai, there's certainly several Pakistanis in my own team.
Okay, would you like to give any message to foreign investors?
I may not be the best person to discuss that, but certainly from my 2 days, 3 days in Pakistan, I'm leaving with a very, very positive and favourable impression.
Thank you, Mr. Paul Edgar, for giving us your precious time.
The government of Pakistan, to regulate LPG sale, has planned to set up LPG gas stations. Asif Ali Khan files this report.
These are the images of a scene when a gas cylinder burst and 8 people killed on spot. The liquefied petroleum gas market has been developed since last decade, but the governments during these 10 years could not regulate the sale of LPG, and such incidents happened many times in Pakistan. Now, realizing the grim situation, the government prepared setting up gas stations where the LPG will be sold according to international security standards.
LPG is a small part of Pakistan's energy mix. However, we have some 70% of all LPG available in Pakistan going into the automotive sector. According to the LPG Association of Pakistan, the estimates are between 300,000 to 500,000 vehicles that run on LPG today. Unfortunately, we do not have a formal distribution or retail channel through which autogas consumers can purchase product. The government has very wisely decided to streamline this retail channel, to set up formal retail channels and allow autogas stations to come up. This will allow consumers a safe and professional environment for purchasing product.
The decision for setting up gas stations first time in urban areas was made 3 years back, and now the government has issued licenses for setting up gas stations in Lahore, the northern city of Pakistan.
The decision was taken 3 years ago in light of the fact that, like I said, 70% of all LPG consumed in Pakistan goes into the auto sector, and there are 10 million cars running on LPG worldwide. This decision to recognize LPG as an autogas fuel was taken 3 years ago, and only this year we are seeing the first of several, or what we hope will be a large sprawling network of LPG autogas stations throughout the country. There are paramount dangers in the way that LPG is currently being retailed. Despite government intervention, despite police intervention, despite pressure from marketing companies and watchdogs, we have not been able to curb the illegal and highly unsafe decanting of LPG anywhere in the country. But with these autogas stations, with these LPG autogas stations, we are convinced that decanting will die its natural death, and that any consumer wishing to purchase LPG for his automobile can come to this station and get product which is correctly measured, correctly priced, in a safe and professional environment.
The incidents of bursting gas cylinders can be controlled and minimized after setting up gas stations, because bursting a cylinder takes many human lives. The private sector will establish 5 LPG gas stations in northern city of Lahore by the end of this year. The oil marketing companies Pakistan State Oil and Shell have also decided to set up such stations, because motorbikes and 3-wheelers is the major market of such fuel. Asif Ali Khan, CNBC Pakistan, Lahore.
And with that, this week's Business Pakistan draws to a close. We'll be back next week with more news and insight into one of Asia's most exciting emerging markets. This is Sabeen Mushtaq saying goodbye.